they've plunged their own youth development system into the ground.
Yeah.
And Frank Arneson has said that. That's not even my opinion.
Yeah.
It's one of them was the fact of the matter is
that's not true.
Their club.
Come again?
It
was Frank Arneson who said it, and he was head of youth development.
That's Frank Arneson. He's got a chip on his shoulder. That's not true. Their youth development's actually improving, so that's not true.
Well,
wait. Their youth development's improving. They've just won the FA Youth Cup for one.
Yeah.
They're producing youngsters. They might not be filtering through to the first team. Yeah.
Hang on a minute,
but isn't that the aim? Isn't that the whole point? Yeah, that's the goal.
But that is the aim. Yeah. But in terms of Chelsea,
it's irrelevant.
No, wait. It's not irrelevant because in terms of Chelsea, it will happen eventually when these financial fair play rules actually start sticking. Yeah,
but
that would be the only reason why.
Yeah, but that's if they start sticking.
And Abramovich has already started, spending less money. Yeah, you can laugh.
32 million on Hazard. Yeah, less money.
32 million on Hazard, but he's spending less money. It's facts. It's there. It's facts.
Okay, and Schürrle as well.
But he's still spending money. 20 million. He's spending less.
Don't forget Mo Salah.
20 million to buy back Matic.
And don't forget Mo Salah as well.
I'm sorry,
but look, their youth system. That's not less. Wait, underground, their youth system is progressing. It's getting better.
But I'm saying this: if they don't have a youth player, right, that's come through their youth ranks and then gone into the first team, I ask one simple question: what youth development is there?
Yeah there's no point, and there's no end goal. It's like Cristiano Ronaldo's first season, no end product.
Yeah, but for now. But it's improving. If you know their youth setup, it's improving.
Yeah, but it's one of them ones. Let's see them start filtering through to the first team,
please.
And let's see Chelsea do that over the long term.
Right?
They ain't done it so far.
Whereas if you do a direct comparison, say for example to an Arsenal, say for example to a Liverpool, say for example for a Man United,
which is why I'm kind of surprised to hear you defend Chelsea.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Improving, that's the thing.
And it's the same thing with Manchester City. It's literally a carbon copy on a much bigger scale in the sense of right about now they're getting slapped with fines. Why they've not been banned from certain competitions, I don't know. Why they don't have a transfer embargo that says, listen, until you actually start having certain youth players coming out and playing in the first team squad, you're not buying anybody.
Yeah. I mean the whole point of developing players through your youth system is to get them eventually into the first team.
Right. And then
John Terry is a shining example of that. I remember him back in '99 and hearing his name in a League Cup game and thinking, hey, John Terry, because I had a friend of mine called Terry at that time. I just started taking the mickey out of him.
Yeah.
And then years later, a couple of years later, he started making his inroads. That's what you want.
Yeah.
You don't want one player every decade coming through. Look at where's Nathan Ake? Where's Josh McEachran? Among others. These are players coming up through the Chelsea youth system. Josh McEachran, he had an appearance against Man City about 2-3 years ago now. He looked superb. Then what happened?
But just remember,
Middlesbrough, and he's nowhere near coming back to the first team.
Just remember, Arsenal ourselves, it took us about 5 years before we were getting like the Jack Wilshires, the Gibbses, the Ashley Coles.
And Abramovich has been around a decade.
When Arsene Wenger was building up that youth system, it took quite a while for the English, especially the English players, to filter through. Yeah. And the youngsters, they were buying them overseas. That's what happens. It's one of those.
But Abramovich has been around a decade.
I could understand if Chelsea had, like Newcastle, just left their youth system to go desolate after when Kevin Keegan was there, and he said he didn't really want a youth system. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I could understand if that was happening, but that's not happening. They're actually building on their youth system. All right, fair enough. Players aren't filtering through. Fair enough, they spend a lot of money. Yeah, you can complain about them spending a lot of money, but to criticize their youth system when they are actually trying to produce something, I think it's ridiculous.
I'm using Frank Arneson's facts, to be perfectly honest. So
I'm just looking at the amount of young players that have actually come through now, and you're not seeing it. As example, as I say, if you go and you do a comparison to Arsenal have a good few young players that have gone through the academy that are now on the fringes at least.
Look, I'll put it into perspective here.
Liverpool, most of their players, right, playing in that team, and especially in defence, have come through the youth academy, right? Manchester United have got players that's come through the youth academy.
Yeah, but let's put it in perspective.
I'm saying this: if they can do it, what's the big difference?
Wait, let's put it in perspective now.
Well, it's Abramovich. That's it. Because he wants
it's also about quality. If we put it in perspective, Jack Wilshere was one of Arsenal's Youth Cup, FA Youth Cup winning teams. Yeah, he came from that area. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's now 9 years deep, won the FA Cup. Yeah. Now, it's all about quality, producing that quality and get those players up to the standards.
Right.
Now, maybe the players beforehand just weren't good enough. Chelsea's players have just won the FA Youth Cup. They beat Fulham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So you're saying let's wait another 9 years and then have a
but
conversation?
even when
Is that what
Samir
you're
saw,
saying?
I saw Samir Sawney post on Facebook about it, and he was like, "It's a fantastic achievement for them to win it, but how many of them are going to see the first team?"
Yeah.
And
but how many do see the first
But
team?
but that's supposed to be the end goal. If you're
There's only
developing,
one team that's produced something magic like that, and that's Man United.
No, but if you're developing players through a youth system, the end goal is to see them in your first team and doing well. Jack Wilshere being an example, Gerrard, Carragher, among others, Flanagan.
So like I said,
Being an example.
money spending, yeah, you can criticize them. Producing a youth team, they're actually trying to produce a youth team, and I can't really criticize Chelsea for.
I don't think they're
for
trying hard enough.
For me, they have to do
because
more.
from Abramovich,
Wait, if
because
you're talking about
Abramovich,
filtering
no,
players,
but
if you're talking about filtering players, that's different from producing a youth team.
yeah, but they should work hand in hand. If you're producing players, you should be producing players to eventually filter into your first team.
Like, for example, let's go back to the original point about Arsenal selling, star players.
There's no point me buying orange squash, having water, having orange squash. There's no point me buying orange squash if I'm not going to use it.
But let's go back to the original point of Arsenal selling those star players. Okay, now not all of them are homegrown. Okay,
No, of course
but the point I want to make with it is this: they had their time.
The homegrown rule is botched anyway.
The point,
It's dead botched.
they had their development at Arsenal, okay, where they were brought in for small sums of money, and then sold for, by comparison, astronomical sums of money.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: if you want to continue in terms of financial stability, okay, you have to bring through these players. That's where the real money is going to come from. Like, for example, if you look at when David Beckham went to Real Madrid, right? That's pure profit. Pure profit. And the only way you get that is through, as you say, the filtration of those same youth team players that perform so very well. Yes, they may go out on loan once or twice, but the end goal, okay, if it's not for those same players to go and appear in the first team, what are you doing? Right? That's why Joel Campbell's making up all this noise about he can't wait to come back. Because right about now, he has arguably one of the best chances, given his experience that he's had in Europe, to come back and be in that first team or on the fringes of that first team. Especially when you consider Theo Walcott, and his injury history. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, his injury history. Lucas Podolski, his injury history. Serge Gnabry, who's finding it very, very difficult to get into a wide position, right? And of course, Thomas Rositzky's age. So when you go and use all of those factors, is it really that hard? No, it's not.
Not at all. And Chelsea have got, on a general basis, an aging squad. There are spots that are going to need to be filled.
Absolutely.
Yeah.